And so right now for Bitcoin, the stock RSI is in a downtrend on the weekly time frame, but I like this. I like where the 3-day is at on the stock RSI. It is oversold, making a higher low. You basically just went sideways with maybe a little consolidation down, but for the 3-day chart, that's in my opinion just sideways motion. And because you made that sideways motion on the 3-day chart for Bitcoin and for crypto overall, but definitely for Bitcoin, that's a bull pennant that formed because we basically went sideways. Yes, we went from the highs of 73,310 down to around 60,000. The lowest was, yeah, around that $60,000 area. But, you know, going down $12,000, you know, you didn't really dump is what I'm trying to say on the 2-day time frame, on the 3-day time frame. So the 2-day time frame is also oversold, making a higher low. The daily chart right now, it's kind of struggling. It's probably going to make a lower high, but again, you're still in this bull pennant. That's a lower high, but you made a higher low. So you're making higher highs, or higher lows and lower highs. That's what a bull pennant is. So that flag right there did not play out, but still the bigger picture is that you're in the bull pennant. So I would basically say, as long as you hold the weekly support at 65,500 and do not lose that, I'm bullish. Today, Bitcoin made another weekly candle close, and we closed the weekly candle above 65.5, which is what I wanted to see. That's a really, really good sign. And now, really, I want to see us hold that support, but also I want to see you hold this last circle low. If Bitcoin loses 64,250, that's a sign to be extremely bearish, because that'd be a lower low, and that would basically be negating the bull pennant, and then you'd be dumping to probably the weekly support down here at, well, their weekly support 65.5, but then you'd be going down to 60,600, and then below that probably 57K, and then below that 49,186 is my next massive weekly support. So that's what I don't want to see. I don't want to see Bitcoin lose 64,250 or 65.5. If you stay above both those levels, I believe that the longer term price action is in play around $105,000 for Bitcoin, which is probably after the halving, obviously, because the halving is in less than 2 weeks, but it also would probably mean that that'd be a 3 to 6 month price outlook. So $105,000 if you hold 65.5 is plausible in the next 3 to 6 months. So that's what I like. Longer term. The smaller term price action, let's kind of go look at that. The 4-hour time frame for Bitcoin right now is overbought, making to me the 4-hour time frame that's a lower high. The previous high last time it was completely overbought was 71,582. You made a high around 70,400. But overall, again, the 2-day and 3-day are making higher highs and higher lows, so I really like that. Or higher lows, I should say. So I like what I'm seeing. The 4-hour chart does need to come back down, probably to the bottom of the channel, which if you're going to be bullish, you have to make a higher low. So if Bitcoin can hold 67K on the 4-hour time frame, that's really a good sign for the bulls. The 1-hour chart is also making a higher low, so it's likely that Bitcoin continues to the upside here on the higher time frames. So really what I'd be looking for to wrap things up for this update, if I go back, I'd be looking for Bitcoin to hold this last circle low at 64,250, and if you can make a higher low above 64,250, it's likely that Bitcoin is going to make a new all-time high super long term. So we'll see what happens, but I'm more bullish than bearish on the 3-day, on the 2-day, and on the weekly time frames. The daily still looks good to me as well. So that's kind of what we're looking at right now. If you guys have requests for other altcoins, let me know in the comment section below, and I will look at them. But that is my update for Bitcoin. I believe if Bitcoin holds 64,250, makes a higher low, we are going to go above all-time highs and eventually to 105,000. The measure move, or these break up 68% of the time. Even on the higher time frames like the 2-day chart, these still break up 68% of the time. So it's likely 68% chance Bitcoin hits the target. We'll see what happens, but that is my update for Bitcoin. More bullish than bearish as long as you hold 64 to